My name is Rohit, and I work full time as a software developer. And that's a new thing for me because just 1 year before, I wasn't doing anything. I was just a graduate, struggling to land my first ever full time role. I come from a very, very small village, and my parents don't find it safe for me to go out and explore things on my own where I used to live. So that's the main reason why they sent me here to have a better life, to have some flexibility in my life, to grow from a boy to a man. So but university experience, to be honest, is very different. Like grades doesn't tell like what kind of job you will get or what will be your career. It's mainly about what skills you acquire, how many, like what connections you build, and like what things you do to like actually get where you want to go, right? So for 1 year I was still in that phase. I was still like focusing a lot on just making sure I'm getting HCs and everything. But when I came here after studying 1 year, it's just totally different. So at that point, I again made this mistake of not building my network, not getting to know the Australia and the job market itself, but rather focused again on my studies and then just doing the job, like how many hours I could do. So after 1 year of studies in Australia, I was looking for internships, and that's again a really very bad experience for me for getting an internship during the university time. And last year, to be honest, just went fully in capstone project, internship, and things here and there. So again, I wasn't too focused on like making sure that I have a job when I graduate. So yeah, I strongly believe for many students, the third year is a year where they explore things and like try to make sure they get a job. For me, it was like 1 year after the graduation was kind of that third year, especially because 1 year I studied online. For me, like understanding the market, understanding the companies, and looking for like what companies are and what roles are, that was a bit of a like a new thing for me, which I didn't focus on. So I like started very late. To be honest, mainly when I joined grad jobs, like in the first thing that we do is we like try to like self analyze like what our experiences are, especially like while building the resume, right? So I was looking for experience, what experience to have, what experience to have. So then I realized, oh shit, like I'm not telling the world that I worked in a startup for 3 months as a junior web developer. I was just saying I worked on a project in uni. So yeah, telling your story the right way, I think matters a lot. So before that, when I was telling I was doing a uni project, they just like straight away, like, okay, uni project, just okay, uni project, that's uni project. So you haven't worked actually. So yeah, it's important to frame your experience. I'm not saying lie, but at least like frame your things in a right manner because it's too much competition. It's like not as easy as it looks like. When I graduated and when I started getting rejections and I used to apply for jobs, they say you don't have any experience or anything, or I wasn't actually applying for jobs in the right way out there. So I thought like now I have graduated. I don't want to sit free. I don't want to tell the world that I'm sitting free just looking for jobs. I want to work in my own field. So the good thing about technology, especially with software development side of things, is you can do freelancing. So what I did was I started doing freelancing, so building websites for small businesses. So I had one of my family friends. I once went to their house for some random thing. So I looked at their website and I told them, oh, I can improve it. I'm looking for experience. I will do it for free for you. I'm looking for like freelance experience, trying to build my freelance profile. I can do it for free. So they gave me that opportunity. So I did that for 2 3 months. Made a lot of mistakes, but got to learn a lot. So this is a point where I found myself like really confused that what I'm actually trying to do. So one day I would like try to do a project in like web development. The other day I would try to do a project related to cloud computing. Someday I would like start learning more about cybersecurity. So that like just like it was a really challenging time for me because I wasn't getting anywhere, but I was making movements, just not getting anywhere. So after when I joined you guys, so what happened was biggest takeaway from joining grad jobs, I can tell anyone is if someone's like me, very confused and is good at different things, but is also confused and is not able to like is making movements, it's just not getting in anywhere, is to focus. So once I started focusing on one thing, it was like really hard for me because I majored in cloud computing. I was interested in networking. I was good at like these things, and I was also interested in cybersecurity. And at the end of the day, I would like find myself writing code in the middle of the night or doing anything as a hobby, right? So I realized, okay, so what's that one thing that I would do it? Like doesn't matter, like if I'm making money or not. So I am naturally inclined to like sitting in front of my computer and writing code because I love programming. So once I realized this thing, I was like, okay, let's just try to get into the industry first in certain space. Then like changing the trajectory, it will be easier, like relatively easier, right? So what happened was once I decided that let's become a software engineer. So if you remember, like in the starting, like if I those assignments that I completed from you guys, if you like look back, I must have written like I want to become software engineer, and I studied software engineer people as well, what they have done and everything like that. So once I focused on that thing, I now the thing is for me, the goal is clear, what I'm trying to achieve, and the actions is the thing that I wanted to look at, right? So after that, what happened for my, I got another job in Sydney before this full-time job. I got offered like a contract software engineer job. So the way I did that was, again, I think if you remember, I shared that I sent like 7 emails to like 7 different people, and I got 2 response, and I had like informal chats with them, and one of them offered me like a 3 months internship just to see how I perform. And after that, if they have vacancy, they will give me like a full-time role. But unfortunately, because of some budget issues or something, they couldn't like hire me at that point. So that, I think, like the point that I want to come on is after sending those 7, I just stopped applying for jobs completely. I just completely stopped applying for jobs. I was like, I'm rushing too much. I'm just sending my like resume or everything like without even looking at the job description, like just looking at few keywords. I'm just like dumping my resume everywhere. That's not gonna work. I'm just sending emails to people. Maybe some will reply, then I'll have to nurture them and all these things, and then come to a point where they will talk. This is a really solid, actually, like a thing that anyone can do, whoever is struggling with jobs, like to send emails, to connect with people, to go to networking events. This really worked. It is really, I encourage people to do. So I still remember it's like around 2 a.m. Friday, like 2 a.m. Friday. I came across this company where I would work then. And I looked at their website, and they were working with like really, really good clients, like really modern companies, like AI companies and all these things, like good investment backed companies, right? So I was like, okay, I think this is a really good company. Let's look at their jobs if they have any open. So there was an open role, and it was exactly what I made that list of. So once it was clear to me, I didn't apply online. I started reaching out to people in that company on LinkedIn. I sent them everyone a message. Yeah. So timing plays really good role here, because I sent like message to everyone, and the person who replies is the person from my uni only. And then I sent a message to the CEO of the company saying, I really want to work with you guys. You guys doing amazing job. So then he would schedule a call with me. Like a 15-minute call would go for like 35 to 40 minutes. So then he would give me like a trial project to build for 2 weeks. I would do it in like 1.5 week. He is impressed. He would invite me for Sydney offsite. They have like offsite in Sydney every few months. So he would invite me there. I would work there for like a week, and he's impressed. He offered me contract job. So like around like 1 year of graduation, I first time got like a offer from someone saying, yeah, we will pay you for your work. So yeah, that's the story about that startup. So yeah, now I work full time. That's a different story. I wish everyone, like whoever is seeing this podcast, best of luck in their job hunting journey, and feel free to connect with me, connect with Grad Jobs, and get started, man.